Your kids have even come to me with problems that they have and how you are, so. Is that helpful?
The Kardashians on Hulu continue their violent dispute from Season 3 in the Season 4 premiere. The new episode showed exactly how cruel Kim is to her sister. Since Dolce & Gabbana had designed Kourtney's wedding, Kim's choice to accept a job offer to serve as the creative director for a fashion show in Milan was a major source of conflict in Season 3. When the sisters saw and responded to what each of them had been saying about the other in the edited tape, the tension increased. As a result, Kim brought up Kourtney's kids and friends during a tense phone chat, stating that everyone has a secret hatred for Kourtney. We all know Kim enjoys taking cheap shots, but involving Kourt's children in this mess is a new low, which is why Kourtney lashed out at Kim, exposing her as a witch and a narcissist. You're an egotist. All eyes are on you. Everything you do is about you and how the rest of the world perceives you. It goes without saying that the majority of people supported Kourtney because this phone call starkly demonstrated Kim's true character. Consider what Kim said and did to Kourtney that we haven't seen, keeping in mind that this is only what she permitted to be broadcast on television. But let's start from the beginning and break this down. It is therefore no news that Kim and Kourtney's marriage has been severely problematic for a long time. However, during the Keeping Up with the Kardashians era, Kim was able to persuade many individuals that Kourtney was the issue and frequently criticized her for being unmotivated and unappreciative. We now know Kourtney's behavior is due to Kim's inability to tolerate seeing Kourtney living her best life, carefree, in a successful marriage to Travis Barker. Even while Kim and Kourtney's relationship wasn't ideal before Travis entered the picture, it wasn't until their affair gained more attention and notoriety that Kim truly let her dark side out. Early in 2021, Kourtney and Travis began dating, and a few months later, Kim appeared with her new boyfriend, Pete Davidson. At that point, it was obviously obvious that Kim was tremendously envious of Kourtney and Travis's relationship, which is why she unsuccessfully attempted to imitate their style. When that failed, Kim attempted to ruin Kourtney's wedding. Kim copied Kourtney's Dolce & Gabbana outfit, produced a nearly identical collection with D and G 4 months later, and had the worst mood during the wedding, complaining the entire time. During the third season of The Kardashians, Kourtney sobbed as she told Kendall about the way Kim completely caught her off guard. And it seemed like Kourtney had finally understood that her own sister couldn't stand to see her happy for one day. So you could tell that her problem with Kim went much deeper than just clothes. She didn't say, "Hey, I have this offer." What are your thoughts on this? I sincerely desire the cash or whatever else she was feeling. Simply put, it is a duplicate of my wedding. Every action I took seemed to draw on references to the 1990s. At my wedding, she wasn't pleased. She was unable to express anything akin to, "Whoa, this is so amazing. This atmosphere is fantastic. Are you okay? Or what do you think of what I'm doing?" Never in a million years am I going to tell someone not to do something. Fans also observed how miserable Kim was throughout the wedding, and that even her speech at the reception felt forced. And it almost seemed as though she was making fun of Travis and Kourt. There really isn't a love story like the one you two have. And you made us part of your fairy tale. You people are the best. The movie is the cutest, and it's a movie. Kim was also seen offering Kourtney advice on coming down the aisle before the event. But once again, she had to make it about herself and dwelt endlessly on her Italian wedding to Kanye. Even though Kim later apologized and said she didn't know Kourtney would be upset about her D and G collaboration, her claim was untrue because she was shown toasting her collaboration with her team in another episode of the show and referred to Kourtney as the diva of all divas at one point. Salutations to Kim and Dolce & Gabbana. Brand Dolce & Gabbana. Brand Dolce & Gabbana. Likewise to Kourtney. Likewise to Kourtney. Toward Kourtney. You are aware of what it says. An inside joke. To the Queen of Queens. Every time Kourtney tried to explain why she was unhappy, Kim would proceed to gaslight her by suggesting that everyone believed Kourtney was overreacting. You could tell Kim enjoyed every minute of agitating Kourtney. Now, If you've ever dealt with a narcissist, you know that this is straight out of their playbook. Fortunately, it appears like Kourtney has now understood that Kim has a significant character issue. Unfortunately, Kourt didn't eventually call Kim out for being a narcissist until after she descended even further than she already has by involving Kourtney's children in their conflict. In the dramatic season 4 premiere of the Kardashians, Kim and Kourtney were shown having a tense phone conversation that began with Kim telling Kourtney that she needs to fly to Milan for a dinner to launch her campaign as required by her D&G contract, and she invited Kourtney to accompany her. Kourtney informed Kim that she wouldn't be coming, but that she would still support her despite her obvious shock at her audacity in the wake of everything that had happened. "You are welcome to go with me, even if I understand that's not what you want to do. You should always know that you are invited, and unlike everyone, I'm grateful. I probably won't attend because I'm a little dolce'd out, but I always appreciate what you do and always support you." Yeah. Then Kourtney clarified that Kim and her undoubtedly have more complicated problems to work through. Kim, on the other hand, started gaslighting her right away and said she didn't know why Kourtney usually gets so worked up. Then Kourtney made an attempt to explain that Kim's constant need for attention and refusal to let her have her big moment with D&G are the real issues. Kim, of course, denied everything and tried to deceive Kourtney by saying it was all a lie. After that, Kourtney made another attempt to persuade Kim by telling her that she was purposefully missing the point. But as we all know, narcissists are impossible to argue with since they will never admit they are mistaken. We enjoyed ourselves. You noticed that we produced the holiday record. We discussed it, as though everything had been okay. I'm sorry my decisions put us in this predicament. I appreciate your apology. After then, we viewed the show's editing. When she starts talking about me, I start to hear her. It almost has a greedy quality. She is aware of my criticism of her, Travis, but she doesn't have anybody's. No. We then become enraged once more. Oh, it evokes so many different emotions. I believe that last season was very challenging, and at that point, Kourtney lost her cool and yelled at Kim, calling her a narcissist who hates to see other people happy. Kim is rewinding it in the edit, which is not a normal way to live. So my entire family is traveling to Cabo, but 3 days before to our departure, Kim and I have a contentious phone conversation. Kim decided to deliver a very low blow to Kourtney, telling her that the entire family and Kourtney's friends have a private group chat where they discuss Kourtney's problems. This decision was made because Kim was upset that Kourtney had seen through her. I always encourage you in your endeavors. Yeah, simply put, I don't think the particular event's course of action was cool. It's not about that. Rather, it's about the more profound issue that we might discuss. I can only image how you must feel because I became agitated while watching the episode, and the cut. You know, I understand all sides, like I stated, and I believe the same things you do. So you're becoming agitated. I simply believe that it makes me not want to be around, and that is all your choice and decision. Just like, I think that we ought to talk about it because I became upset when I said, wait, nothing happened at the wedding. At the wedding, it wasn't even a topic. You are aware. However, Kim didn't stop there. She went even farther, asserting that Kourtney's children approached her with their issues and grievances. Even your children have come to me with issues they are having and how you are such a. Is that of any use? Hopefully, Kourtney has now come to the realization that Kim won't ever change and that it would be best for her to avoid her. Fans have expressed that it was upsetting to see how cruel Kim can be to her own sister. They also believe Kourtney is the family scapegoat, while Kim is a violent narcissist.